Hey Internet, it's Monni, and today I'm gonna just show you how to do a simple silk press with all you need, right? And it's really simple. Um, Comb, heat protecting oil, blow dryer, and a flat iron. Or you can do a flat iron and a pressing comb if you have really tough roots. I don't have really tough roots, which is why I'm just going to be using a flat iron, but you can use both or just one depending on your hair texture. So the first step is to do the blowout. Now the blowout is always going to be a really important step. The better you can get your hair blown out from root to tip, the better your silk press will be. And so I'm just going to start by putting a little bit of the oil on my hair so I can get ready for the blow dryer, because I want the blow dryer to burn the oil, not my hair, which is why it's important to use an oil that has heat protecting properties. So when you do add the heat to your hair, you have a protective layer of the oil, so you can minimize the heat damage that you do to your hair. But yeah, as you see, I'm just running it through my fingers and through my hair so I can start my process. You don't want to use too much oil, but you do want to use a nice amount, because too much oil will make your hair look heavy when you do press it out and when you do straighten it. And not enough oil will leave it dry and unprotected. So you kind of want to just play around with it and just, see what works for you. A silk press will last anywhere from a week to a week and a half, but really it starts to collect oil after probably the second day. So, you know, it's a temporary, short-term protective hairstyle because you can wrap it and keep it all protected. And so, yeah, I'm just going to get into my blowout. So, yeah, this will be fun. See my blowout all nice and nice like. Now I'm gonna leave the rest to my flat iron. Okay, like look that baby out. I love a good blowout. Just a little bit more. I see like my front, so I'm about to get the front a little bit. Oh, and if I did not mention before, my hair has been washed, deep conditioned before I did this. You don't want to do any kind of heat treatment with any kind of product in your hair, especially if that product is not meant to be used with heat. So most products do tell you if you can style them as desired after you apply them, but for the purposes of this video, all I am using is the oil, which is the Mega Growth Oil, and my blow dryer, my flat iron, my comb, and my scrunchie. So I'm gonna put my hair in a pony and then I'm gonna get started. My hair is already nice and oiled and protected from the heat. So this is the perfect time for me to get started. And actually, I'm going to sub the scrunchie for a claw clip because it's simpler than just take a section. Doesn't have to be a perfect part because this is literally just like the work of the press. So I usually just do small sections and then try to maximize the exposure to my flat iron in a healthy way without burning myself or my hair. So, got my strand. Now I'm gonna take my flat iron and then just go from the root. I like to hold it at the root for a second to make sure I really get my roots, because like I said, I am not actually using a pressing comb. I could, but like I said, I don't have tough roots, especially after a nice blow drying, so I just skip that part. But typically you would want to press the roots and then flat iron the ends. But I like to do my roots with the flat iron because like I said, I don't have very tough roots, so I can skip that step. But I do use the flat iron to get my roots. I just kind of leave it there. You can't really see it, but I just kind of leave it at the base for like a second. And then I'll go down. And then I'll come back and give it a little, just a little curl. You don't have to. That part is really optional, but I like the way it makes my ends look. It makes them look all neat and tidy. If I'm trimming my ends, then I'll leave it straight. But I don't think I'll be trimming my ends today, so I did a little curl. But all right, hold on. Give me a couple minutes and we'll see where I'm at then. So just in about 5 minutes, I was able to do like almost half of my head. Like I said, I've been doing my hair for like years, and so I kind of know like the little tricks and cheat codes for my hair. But like I said, all you need is this oil and a really, really nice blowout. The better the blowout, the better the press, and the better the flat iron. So this is me so far. I'll show you guys what it looks like in a few more minutes. Hey internet, so it's been a few short minutes since I have started from the last video, or from the last section of this video, and I'm already at the crown of my head. So if you know what you're doing, a silk press really doesn't take that long, and it really takes practice. I've been doing my hair for almost 15 years now. Started when I was young, and yeah, this was my go-to style because I just love like pressed and flat ironed hair. So I'm gonna keep going just to maybe just a little bit on camera to show you guys how easy and simple it is for you know, to do your hair. Like truly, when you know what you're putting on your hair and when you know how to do it, it gets easier and easier. So just while I'm doing this, I'll give you a few tips that you can use in your hair care journey, okay? So one thing that I do for my hair is I don't take care of my hair based on my hair type, you know, like 1, 2, 3, 4, A, B, C, all of that. I don't take care of my hair based on that because that's not the most important thing to know about your hair. The most important thing to know about your hair is your hair porosity. And basically, that means how well your hair absorbs water. There's low porosity, regular porosity, and then there's high porosity hair. Low porosity hair is hair that floats on water. And the way you can do your test is to take a couple of strands from your brush and to just put them in water. If it floats, you have a low porosity hair. If it sinks, you have high porosity hair. And if it is in the middle, kind of stuck in the water, in the middle of the water, you have regular porosity hair. And you need to take care of your hair based on your hair porosity. Since I have low porosity hair, it means that my hair does not absorb water very well. So I have to take extra precaution when doing my hair to make sure that my hair absorbs the water that it needs. Some tips for people with low porosity hair is to do the LCO method, which is, they both stand for the same thing, LCO and LOC. It's just the steps in which you do it. L stands for leave-in, which is any water-based leave-in conditioning product. O stands for oil, which is any oil you put in your hair. And C stands for cream, or like hair cream, something that is consistent of oils like shea butter, and it's like a whipped cream, like you know, like a curling souffle or a curl butter, anything that'll help bring out the pattern in your hair, the curl pattern in your hair. So this method is used by people with high, low, and normal porosity. It just depends on the porosity of your hair in the order you do it in. Since I have low porosity hair, I have to do the LCO method, which is basically I do my leave-ins first, my creams second, and I'll do my oils third. The LCO method. If you have high porosity hair and your hair sinks in the water, you should do the LOC method, which is leave-ins first, oils second, and creams last. Now this order is very important because it basically helps you retain the most moisture and retains the most hydration when you're caring for your hair, which is why I don't really necessarily focus on my hair type. Focusing on your hair porosity is probably the best thing you can do in your hair care journey because all of our hair needs to be moisturized and it needs to be moisturized and taken care of. So if you have low porosity hair, some tips that you can do is do deep conditioner at least once a week. Deep conditioner, do the LCO method, which is leave-ins, then creams, and then oils. Do the LCO method and keep your hair protected. You can use a hair steamer, keep your ends protected. You can use a split oil serum for your ends, and you can just use regular oil like shea butter. I would not recommend coconut oil on its own because coconut oil on its own will not hydrate your hair. It will kind of just sit on top of your hair and it won't penetrate into the follicles. Really good oils for hairs is almond oil, avocado oil, olive oil, flaxseed oil. I might be murdering this. I'm on the last couple of strands also, by the way. I might be murdering this next oil, but it's an Indian oil and it's called Bring Raj oil. And that's probably one of the best oils that you can use for thinning hair, baldness, and just in general because it's one of the best oils that you can use for your hair. And that's my little tidbit on hair care and porosity. Trim your ends when you need to, obviously, because split ends are the reason why your hair breaks off. And split ends, once you have them in your hair, a lot of people tend to go towards the rough chop. But you don't have to do that if you know what it is that you're doing and what it is that you're going for. So now that I'm done, right, I'm gonna go over it maybe like one more time just to seal in all of this newfound straightness. And it's so cute and get my little ends together. So I'm just gonna go through my already straightened hair as one unit and kind of work on bringing the curls back in, making it all uniform and together. Okay. And this is definitely one of the easiest ways to do this. There are so many videos online, but honestly, like, this is probably just one of the most simplest ways to do it. Make sure you have a really nice blowout. A really nice blowout and a really nice hair oil. And really the magic is already done if you have those two things. It just makes the process so much easier. And literally, you guys, I know I paused the video and took some time by myself, but it really was not much time. If I had to give myself, if I was timing myself, or if I had to ballpark it, I'd probably say I was only doing this for like 30 minutes. And if I wanted to style it, I could take out like my hair curler or something like that, but Here's my silk press. I might cut bangs, but I haven't cut myself bangs in forever. I've been letting my hair grow. But there it is, you guys. It's just that simple. And then styling for another day. I'm probably just going to wrap it because it's like 5 or 6 and I don't plan on going out for the rest of the day. So I wanted it to be done and ready for tomorrow. So bye.